Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
First Lady Melania Trump is not accompanying President Donald Trump to Vietnam as she heads to Alaska. But, don't expect the mainstream media to cover any of it, as the First Lady is on a mission, putting Americans first. The president moved on to Vietnam for an important trade conference, and when the press discovered the First Lady was diverting to Alaska after learning Americans need her there, they scoffed, since it's not what Michelle Obama would ever do. The mainstream media can't stop praising and fawning over Michelle Obama, but if Melania Trump does something patriotic, they dismiss it and won't give it any press. That is exactly what is happening right now, as the president bypassed the liberal media, once again, and made sure we knew where the First Lady was going. I am leaving China for #APEC 2017 in Vietnam. At FLOTUS, Melania is staying behind to see the zoo, and of course, the Great Wall of China before going to Alaska to greet our amazing troops, Trump tweeted early Friday morning. After checking the First Lady's schedule, it seems her trip to Alaska is something she just decided to do at the last minute, and her reason for it proves she is putting the needs of the American people first. The last-minute change of plan was announced only 24 hours ago, proving the First Lady believes it's her duty to make a surprise visit to boost morale ahead of Veterans Day. First Lady Melania Trump will attend a military family event Friday morning on Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, JBER, in Anchorage during her return from President Donald Trump's continuing tour of Asian nations, the White House announced early Thursday, reported the Alaskan Dispatch. The report goes on, she will have a chance to check out various activities already planned on base Friday for celebration and remembrance, according to JBER. The month of the military family celebration event comes ahead of Veterans Day, which falls on Saturday but will be observed Friday. The event is not open to the public or press, only military families, which is also another indicator the First Lady is not doing this as some publicity stunt. Military personnel and families based in Alaska find the long winter difficult, and when Melania heard about the planned event while in China, she immediately offered to go, even though it meant rearranging everything the First Lady needs in place when she travels. The First Lady is traveling with her own team from Beijing separate from the president, whose tour of Asia continues. She will land in Anchorage on an Air Force jet but not Air Force One, the designation given to the plane that the president flies on, added the Alaskan Dispatch. News of the First Lady's visit is getting out via social media, as the liberal media ignore her devotion to our military families. Can you imagine Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton changing their plans to go to frozen Alaska to bring a little joy to our troops, knowing they don't even get a photo op out of it? Yeah, that would never happen. The two Democratic former First Ladies only show up to events with the Hollywood crowd, and usually, it's a $1 million fundraiser for themselves. Yet, the favorite pastime for their lackeys in the mainstream media is commenting on Melania's shoes, reporting that she wears expensive designer clothes, or making fun of her accent, even though the majority of those reporters can't speak one language well and she can speak 5. Alaskans are very grateful she decided to make an impromptu visit. First Lady Melania Trump visiting JBER Friday. #Alaska, tweeted Divit Rivera, a former Miss Alaska. One man was even tracking her Boeing 747 as it flew over Japan, so excited she was headed to Alaska. Mania Gomez tweeted, Boeing C-32A tracking over #Japan. Melania Trump #FLOTUS heading to Alaska. Depression and suicide are real problems in the state of Alaska during the winter, where the sun shines only about 4 hours a day. Having the First Lady of the United States make it a priority to spread some cheer as she represents all Americans in showing our gratitude to our troops and their families is something that should be headline news, especially when she changed her whole schedule to go there. The mainstream media would be going nuts on this event if it was Michelle or Hillary. Forget the loser media, we are making sure Americans know about this wonderful trip, as we thank all of our veterans and active military and wish them a very happy Veterans Day. Share the story and leave a comment by clicking one of the buttons below. Follow us on Facebook at Mad World News. News.